What's up, y'all? It's your boy, STAA Brands, aka Shadow the Archangel, aka Mr. Steal Your Girl. Not straight songs, but man, can I even mention dude's name? I don't know. I gotta Google it. But no offense to anybody, don't, shun me at an award show or something if I happen to make it up there and I made that type of joke. Anyway, without further distractions or anything like that, make sure that you like, comment, smash that subscribe button. Come rock with me each and every day. I try to at least do research. I try to give you at least something I know at least has helped me and worked and functioned in my life. Today's video, since I have now categorized the videos, I'm going to try to build up the categories and until you all start interacting with me and telling me what you all want to see. I'm not just going to give you content I want. I want you all to feel comfortable to comment, tell me things you like. I know I need to improve cameras. I know I need to improve my sound, but we're going to do that slowly but surely, video by video with consistency. So let's get into it. Today's video, I wanted to bring you a twofold advice that I really think a lot of men have trouble with, especially in today's dating market. With one is teach her something. What's gonna set you apart from a lot of other dudes with women is having the ability to teach her something tangible, to improve something, to expand something, to increase something, to do anything. And the second part of the Manvice today is to avoid making a rushed sentimental decision from people either gaslighting you or guilt tripping you or trying to do a catch-22. And I'm gonna get into that because a lot of times people do not know that they're giving people catch-22s, or they do not know that they're being a catch-22 type of person because they think in the moment that they are right. Because in the moment, we don't have documents and we don't have things that remind each one of us what we said, what we done, because nobody sits there and does that, not usually, with their normal life to keep records of what happened. So we'll get into that part later on in the video. But the first part, teach her something. So teach her something. Let's get into that. Let's dissect that. Why, in the first place, am I even presenting to you teach her something? Let's be real. Let's look at the dating market today. The dating market today is completely different from how it was before. Women want traditional men. This is not, if you're not even red pill, blue pilled or whatever, but most of the time today, women still want a 100% provider. But it is, no matter where you go in this country, because of the internet, or in this world, wherever, because of the internet, women have a lot more idea that they can get a man that can hypergamously upgrade them to a different stratus of living. So you being a guy, right, that can actually teach her something about changing how she lives or changing her status will give her a totally different insight than a guy that's tricking off or just giving her money or just buying her stuff. Now, of course, she's still going to interact with the guys tricking off or the guys giving her money, of course. But once you be the one to develop the connection with them and actually teach them something, for example, like I'm really good at marketing. Like I may not be good at marketing always for myself because I have a personality, I have a brand that could be controversial to some people, unbeknownst to me, because I stand on what I say a lot of times, and I don't mind arguing about what I believe in because I read it myself. So you read your knowledge and I read mine, so we might need to get to a middle ground. But point of the matter is, I'm good at marketing. So I would teach a girl that if she had a big following, how can we monetize your following? How can we turn your following into dollars? And that is something I would do for a girl that I'm romantic with, because I would make somebody pay me to do that in real life. So she's getting a value of something that I'm going to charge $1,500 to even have a conversation about, like, how do I improve this or how do I improve that in business, because it can significantly help. And then I can show tangible results that my knowledge works. That is a lot more powerful, and that wins women over a lot more as far as putting you in the leadership and respect role. If you can show them that I do have the ability out of all these guys to improve not only your situation, but my situation. So listening to me is mutually beneficial. And a lot of women are not comfortable with men like that, that actually have the power to literally change their situation, to literally, oh, I don't have to give you money. You could do this, right? And you'll make money. And then they actually do this. And they like, I made the money and I increased my following. Yeah, because I'm not just trying to get in your pants. I really care, and I want to show you my knowledge because I want to build you up and feed into you. Think about that. Think about how many guys are just literally in girls' inbox today just trying to beat, and even getting taught the knowledge from other guys. This is just how you beat. And women, dude, are still people. They're mental creatures. They want to be stimulated as well. They may have mental differences where they get distracted probably a little bit more. They want a lot more stimulation a lot of the times, because none of these things are absolute, but they're still people that want to be stimulated. They want to learn, they want to grow just like you. So you penetrating that aspect, not saying it's a one-shot kill all the time, but it's something to make you a little bit different. Second part of this video, and we're gonna wrap this up. I'm gonna make this real quick. I used to deal with a lot of people that were clinically bipolar, like a lot. Like had real mental infirmities. So I used to have to write down the fact that what I said, what I did, and the results of that, so that I knew that I wasn't crazy. Because a lot of times when you deal with people or anybody that's trying to rush you to make emotional or sentimental decisions, it's a manipulation tactic. So what I used to do to keep myself honest is I would used to write down the grievance that the person had, write down the desired outcome that they want, do that thing, and then listen to either the feedback of improvement or the feedback that it's still something was wrong. So the way I learned to stop making sentimental decisions or decisions that people rush me to make based on some preconceived notion that they came up with was I would do one critique of that person, right? I would write down that they had that critique, do it for a set amount of time, and then write down the date when they gave me some kind of new feedback on something, right? Because that kept me honest of, are they really genuinely giving me feedback to improve? Or are they just gaslighting me or telling me something to manipulate me? So a lot of times when people would like give me these, oh man, it's getting hard for me to hold it with that one hand. But a lot of times when people give me these like sentimental, like guilt trips, it's because they want something. And I know that it's a sentimental guilt trip, one, because when I used to do the improvements that people would make, they would criticize something else. So then I realized like, hey, you don't want me to be better. You just want to control me, or you just want me to align with what you believe. That's all you want. You don't care what I do. You don't care what it is, because once I do your feedback, you're criticizing something else. So that's when you realize as a man that you can't make decisions based on everybody's feedback. Now, feedback is important, criticism is important, but you sitting there hearkening to everybody's little sentimental things, like, it doesn't make sense. I'll give you a specific example. If you are a person, right, and someone says, okay, I think it's better if you go to this bridge, and you work on this bridge, and that's the best idea. You go to the bridge, you finally do the work, and then they're like, okay, yeah, I see that you're at this bridge, but you're not doing nothing but working at this bridge all the time. So why are you always working at this bridge and not spending time with your family? But you told me to go to the bridge. You said it was the best thing for me to go to the bridge. But then now it's, you're not spending time with your family, but the same people told you to go to the bridge. It's the same critique when you listen to people gaslighting you or trying to do sentimental shots or sentimental peg shots for situations that you did for them before in their advice, and then they criticized you when you took their advice. So it's always best to weigh your options of, this is the critique, but ultimately I have to make the decision best for me and myself, because people are going to criticize or judge anyway. So that's my random advice, is when you're dealing with people, write down the feedback that they have and the date that they gave it to you. Do it for a while, then write down if they make additional feedback after you made the improvements. If they just add something else, now you know to devalue the gravity of when they guilt trip, because now you know it's not serious for them, because they don't acknowledge the improvement. They only add something else to improve, because it's not about improvement, it's about manipulation. So thank you again for checking us out here on YouTube. Make sure you smash that like button. Type 0 is on the way. The suppliers told me April 17th, so we will be taking a lot more orders in April 17th. And we have a lingerie line on the way. Right now it's called Glendis, but between you and me, if something happened with me and her, we'll just switch her name out and put another girl's name in another girl's face. But that's just another story. I love her though. But you all take care. Thank you again for contacting us here at STAA Brands. That was my customer service voice contacting. I didn't know what else to say. But you all take care. Be blessed. Smash that like button. God is good.